You and me are bored of regularities, living all the dreams, playing all the games, and getting high on love. They can chase us down, but we will always win. Leading every dance, feeling every touch, and getting high on love. We're invincible. Trust in me. We're invincible. Don't you see? We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. Let's escape the gray and let the colors rain. Turn the shit we do and our words into pure reality. 'Cause you and me are meant to be what they don't see. Never feeling wrong 'cause we don't belong. And getting high in love. We're invincible. Trust in me. We're invincible. Don't you see? We're invincible. We're invincible.
Like a broken soul in a wonderland without angels. That is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. But it won't be long before I realize it's a picture in my head, in my head. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. Cause I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up this empty sheets. 'Cause I'm
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Asia Cup practice show matches plus Rocket League India community scrims. As already mentioned before, we have some upcoming boomers for you guys. But before we get into the matches, I think most of you guys know me. My name is Flame Bassett. I'm the official caster for Rocket League India, and on my site is my lovely Indian talent that I hope at one point he will do my job. In its entirety, it's Cryptic Zane. Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good, and I'm super excited to see these matches today. A lot of people free today. India B and Hong Kong being the first match. They're doing a best of 5, I believe, in the first match, and then the remaining 3 matches are going to be a best of 3.
Yeah, and as briefly mentioned, first match will be India versus Hong Kong, which I'm sure some of you guys have seen before, facing each other in the Asia Cup practices that was, I think, streamed a couple days before. I think on Wednesday it was. So let's talk a bit about the teams. I was casting the show matches too. I've seen all 3 matches. I think Singapore was in there as well. And India lost the best of 3 there versus Hong Kong in a memorable fashion, I would say. Hong Kong in the end ran away with the goals and the points. So hopefully India, I think they come with Team B, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully this India B team can redeem themselves from yesterday. I mean, India B containing of Fibo, Jeff, Chaos, and Rahul. Again, 4 players probably trying out some different rotations again, as we've seen them being a bit unsuccessful in the last matchup. And Team Hong Kong with Kervin, Kelvin, and Ubel. Yeah, Kervin, Kelvin, and Ubel. Trying their best to do the same thing this time in the best of 5. So it'll be quite interesting to see how it will go.
Yeah, definitely. India B has Fibo, Jeff, and Chaos. Last time I remember streaming, it was Fibo and Jeff playing in the 2v2 showdown against Chaos and was it Killer Cupid? I'm not sure. It was a really great match. Fibo and Jeff with that great chemistry, and this time they have Chaos on their side. So India B has to put up a fight, as Flame said. In the previous match, they went down, so they might show up Hong Kong this time. We never know, but it's the best of 5. It's going to be definitely interesting, and I think we'll be getting into the match very soon. The Team Hong Kong has joined in already. Kervin, Leilomu, and Troll. I think they're going by those names today.
Yeah, we'll probably just call them the way they are shown on the screen. I mean, they have different names on the scrim announcements, but we'll be fine though. We're still waiting on 1 player to come in, so let's talk a bit about the other upcoming matches, if we say so. We also have, obviously, the India community scrims with Team Ariel, Team No, names that we've seen before. Ball Chasers, interesting name there. Salty Flicks, Mad Wheels, Weedham Noobs, Lost and Found, and Roster 10. So quite interesting to see how they will perform. The other matchups are, as already mentioned, best of 3. That's just plain community scrims. Nothing as exciting as India versus Hong Kong. First matchup will be Aerial X versus Ball Chasers. Right after that, we have No versus Salty Flicks, Mad Wheels versus Veedom Noobs, and Lost and Found versus Roster 10. So, will be interesting to see. I mean, Aerial X looks really promising. Popo, Ragav, and Gaming Angan, 2 new names that I haven't seen before, are building Aerial X. Team No will be containing Sejadern, Eitler, and Junero. Sejadern, I think I've seen him playing a couple of times. I don't remember how they performed. I think Team No was also participating in a couple other tournaments, for example, over at D6, where I'm coming from as well.
Yeah. I think Team No is like diamond players, consists of diamond players mostly. I played against them and remember losing against them in a tournament once. So yeah.
Yeah, interesting to see. I mean, the Indian scene overall, I mean, I've been around for a while now, and I can tell you that, I mean, you've seen it probably too, and some of the viewers that have been around for a while as well, we can definitely see an increase in skill in the Rocket League India scene, maybe due to the weekly scrims, due to tournaments, which gained more and more popularity, went better in organization, everything. So overall, the scene is growing, the teams are getting better, the people are more invested in everything, so it's just great to see how everything goes. Anyway,
like you said, a lot of new teams like Ball Chasers, Salty Flicks. Some of these teams I haven't ever seen play any of the scrims or tournaments before, so it's going to be really exciting to see how these teams fare today.
Exactly. So let's get the teams in. Here we go. India B versus Hong Kong. Cryptic, you want to take it away?
Yeah.
Nice.
So India B versus Hong Kong. One player left to join, and Fibo just joins in, and see the kickoff right away. Chaos going for the ball along with Kervin. It goes neutral onto the side. Jeff is in the air, misses the ball. Fibo going for the challenge. Lelomo winning that challenge. Now heading it off into the corner. Chaos has the ball in position, but Kervin hits it back right into the corner. Jeff again with the pressure. You can see that a lot of pressure is coming from Hong Kong right off the bat. And a lot of aerial challenges going in the first 30 seconds itself.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see. Just like they started on Wednesday, really aggressive team. Something that we can expect from India B too, but the defense is nowhere to be seen. That should have been an easy clear. It was quite predictable. Fibo actually a perfect pass to Troll there. Chaos backwards, expecting that shot into the right corner, but he decides to put it plain center. And after 35 seconds played, Hong Kong is taking the lead right away.
Yeah.
Fibo, Kerwin, both facing in the kickoff. It's a high ball there. Yeah, sorry. Go on.
The aggression that Hong Kong showed in that first 30 seconds definitely showed that they can score immediately. And that's going to be another goal for Lelomo. And it's not even 1 minute into the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure. India B's defense is definitely scrambling at the moment. That should have never been a goal. All 3 players were back, but none of them made a final touch there. That would have been enough to catch Lelomo off guard, but that was such an easy goal. And I know that India B can do better, but it's just continuing what we've seen the first game. That is the 3rd goal for Hong Kong. We didn't even play a minute yet, and Troll already picked up 2 goals.
Yeah, India B is just flailing in defense right now, unable to stop the attack coming from Hong Kong immediately, and it's still not 1 minute, 3 seconds left for the first minute to be over. Now Jeff and Troll going for the ball, Fibo up in the air, looking for that connection, but not quite able to get it, but Chaos is there to his rescue, pops it to Fibo, tries to get that. That was almost a great shot there.
Yeah, that should have been an open net for Chaos. Nevertheless, it was a bit close, a bit wide to the side. It looks like India might be waking up Lelomo with the crucial miss there, but a good demo from Troll, leading it to Kervin to put it back. Chaos smartly deciding to go back just in time, but Jeff was already there, so it doesn't really matter. Now they have some time to build up something. Chaos putting it high up for Fibo. He even gets the touch to it because Lelomo, crucial miss there on his part. The ball is still in the half of Hong Kong, but they're getting some time here to catch a breath, but it doesn't matter. Again, Jeff, early contest, all 3 players from India up. That is an open net. Chaos gets bumped out of the way, and that is Troll picking up his hat trick, and we didn't even play 2 minutes yet.
Yeah, now that was a beautiful pass there by Lelomo, and Troll just got an easy goal with an open net. No one back in defense from India B, and it's going to be 4 goals to Hong Kong. It's going to be quite tough for them to come back, but in 3 minutes, anything is possible. But if Hong Kong keeps up this aggression and India B is not able to handle it, I think the game is going to go to Hong Kong. India B really needs to make some plays right here.
I mean, with the performance, I 100% agree with you there. With the performance we've seen from India so far, there's not really any team play going on whatsoever. On the other side of Hong Kong, they show some strong challenges, some strong passing plays. It's really basic, but India B seems like they have no communication at all. Already down 4 goals. We didn't play half the game yet. That could be the 5th. Good pass there from Curvin. Patrol a bit late on the challenge. The ball is still in the half of India B. Chaos getting that crucial touch they needed to put it out. But look at that, there's no communication, nobody on the line. Jeff finally going back, pop that ball high into the Hong Kong half. That could be a shot, double commit on the side of India B, but it doesn't matter. Jeff gets there, and that could be the beginning of the comeback for India B.
Yeah, finally Jeff is able to get one in for India B, and maybe the India B hasn't lost their hopes yet, and they hope to equalize with Hong Kong. But the aggression that Hong Kong is keeping up to India B is really good. But India B was able to get 1 goal right there. Now FIBO looking for that pass, not quite able to get a great pass there. All of the team from Hong Kong back in defense already. Jeff now with an open net. Could he make the cut? He's just not able to do so.
He had no boost in the situation, which is quite unfortunate. Chaos now putting a shot on the net once more. They're starting to pressure more and more, but the time is running against them. They're still down 3 goals. We just entered the last 2 minutes of the game. Jeff again, not hitting those easy clears in my opinion. He's just missing and whiffing left, right, and center. Probably due to nervousness, not really being practicing at all. Remember guys, the Asia Cup is in a couple of weeks, so this could be already an indicator for how they will perform in a couple of weeks. So far I don't see India B succeeding very well. Still 1 minute 30 left. Chaos trying to put it center once more. Curvin easy clear there into the midfield. Nobody on the side of India B is turning around to contest that one. Instead, this is going to be an opportunity for Troll and Curvin, but both missing them. Jeff getting that 1 touch they needed, and that could be a counter-attack for India B. Good shot from FIBO, but Curvin gets that crucial clear to the side.
Yeah, you can see that Hong Kong has brought their A game in the first game of the best of 5 itself. You can see the great rotations coming from Hong Kong, and India B just not quite able to get into the defense. And as I say that, the curse hits me as soon as I say that.
I'm not sure what even happened there. Should have never been a goal. Curvin not hitting it, and Troll hitting it into Leilomo, who lost complete control of his car in the air there. I mean, that is one way of doing it. I'm quite sure India B is happy about that, but it should have never happened. Overall, it's just a scrim, but you don't want to do those mistakes again. Opportunity for Hong Kong, but FIBO taking it up the wall there. Does he have control over the car? He's looking for Jeff. Jeff way too late up in the air there. Curvin already challenging that by the time Jeff was going up. And look at that. There's so much hesitation on the side of India B. Finally, FIBO getting that 1 touch they needed. Chaos a bit later in the contest. Troll with an open net, not hitting that shot that he wanted to. Taking away the ball from Leilomo there. Jeff finally getting in the way there. Good back pass from Troll to Curvin. He decides to just pop it back. Open net if FIBO misses that one. Now he gets that 50-50 to the side. But Jeff gets bumped away. Troll flying past that ball. FIBO finally coming in for the rescue. But it's not over yet. Can Chaos get that clear that he's looking for? 10 seconds on the clock. I don't see India B coming back from this.
Yeah, India B played kind of passive that game. They tried to get past Hong Kong, but they're just unable to get through that defense of Team Hong Kong. And the first game is going to go to Hong Kong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I would love to see India B showing up, but so far, I mean, both of the goals basically have been filled with mistakes on both sides. I mean, that one own goal from Hong Kong was quite ridiculous after Chaos missed the net. And the goal from Jeff also contained of a double commit from Chaos and Jeff. So Chaos could have blocked his shot as well. There's just so many mistakes on the side of India B, which is a bit unfortunate and should not happen. But on the other side, Hong Kong, Troll with a hat-trick. I mean, that was a hat-trick in the first 2 minutes on his side. So the early game definitely goes in favor of Hong Kong, just like last Wednesday against Singapore and India as well. Some quite interesting. It will be quite interesting to see how if India B can step up their game. It's a best of 5. They still have potentially 4 more games to go with, but they need to improve quite a lot.
Yeah, oftentimes you can see that some teams are able to adapt after a few games and they're able to get back in line. Hopefully, India B has this opportunity to learn from their mistakes from that first game and is able to knock Hong Kong down in the second game. But they need to increase their communication skills. We didn't see quite a lot of that in the first game, whereas Hong Kong was with full aggression and all those pass and plays. India B wasn't quite able to read it. Now,
Exactly.
Chaos and Kerwin going for the kickoff.
Anyway, so before we start getting into the game, hey Shanka, nice to see you. I'm good, and yeah, I'm casting. So, but anyway, let's get back into the game. That was a bit unpersonal. I'm sorry, but I'm in a hurry. Anyway, Kerwin blocked there from his own post has enough time to really pick up the ball. Doesn't really do a good job there. Chaos with good 50-50. Fibo, another great 50-50. But look at that. Fibo and Jeff both going for the same ball. That should never be the case. Jeff smartly deciding to go back. Gets another opportunity right now. But easy clear there for Troll. Fibo, early aggression from him. He just puts it past the net and Chaos desperately trying to get a touch. Good shot there from Jeff. Can Chaos connect to it? Yes, he can. And those are the plays that we like to see from India B. That was brilliant.
Yeah, now you can see that India B was putting the aggression on Hong Kong. The tables have turned and Chaos is able to get that pass from Fibo and get that shot in. Now Fibo and Lelo Mo going for that kickoff. Fibo winning the kickoff, but Troll is there already to clear it into the corner of India B. Chaos to Lelo Mo. Troll now looking for the pass, but Jeff is able to win that challenge. Jeff keeping on going. Kerwin and Jeff battling it out. Jeff with that pass, but Kerwin is able to get it off the wall clear. Now Fibo looking for that aggression against Kerwin. Troll going for the pass, but India B is back in defense already.
Yeah, but it was because of a double commit from Chaos and Jeff once again. I know that those guys are in comms. I know that some of them are not used to it, but even in comms, you should probably talk a bit more about what you're doing, and you shouldn't try, or you should try to avoid those double commits. But I have to say, India B, they appear way stronger than the first game, despite Fibo having that miss, putting it into Chaos' car there. As a good center ball, double commit from Jeff and Chaos once again. Chaos has the boost to stay up. Can he get that touch? Can he get the third one? That was so close onto the backboard. That could have been a nice solo play there from Chaos, but fortunately for the side of Hong Kong, he didn't have enough control and enough boost anymore. But now we see Hong Kong on the run there. Troll going for some interesting attempt there. Chaos getting that touch. Fibo to Chaos again. We know those guys play a lot together. They're stuck in the corner. There's a center pass for Jeff, but it is wide. And Hong Kong finally getting some time to breathe.
Now Jeff hitting at the ball, but Lelo Mo gets that ball back into Chaos corner. Fibo hits the ball to Chaos. Kerwin able to win that challenge. Can he get that double touch? But all 3 players from India back in defense. Lelo Mo looking for that challenge, but Fibo going on with that ball, with that pass. Jeff with that pop, but doesn't quite go where he wants it to. Now Troll has possession of the ball. Chaos wins that easy 50-50. Now Kerwin with the pass to Troll. Kerwin trying to go past Jeff. Now Lelo Mo with the shot. Is it on target? Kerwin looking for that double touch. I've seen in previous games as well, Kerwin is a double touch master. He's really good at those, and most of the time he does go. So maybe we'll see a few of them in this game. But India B is still holding strong with that 1-goal lead.
But it is just a 1-goal lead, and Hong Kong is definitely capable of coming back from this. This could be another opportunity. That's a backboard pass there from Chaos, combining with a ceiling shot. Fibo again trying to pop it midfield. Troll is not challenging that at all, giving Chaos all the time he needs to go for this. Jeff and Chaos both up the wall. That is a brilliant pass from Chaos towards Lelo Mo and Troll. Fortunately for him, nobody expected that pass and quite picked up. But you don't want to do this. You want to avoid this. Again, now Chaos looking for Jeff. That pass is way too strong. Not on target at all. Just handing it over to Hong Kong's defense. But they're not doing a good job of clearing that one or even making anything happen. Fibo is up, looking for that back post attempt. That could have been an opportunity, but Leilomo puts it out. Chaos again, putting it straight back onto the net. Leilomo is forced to go up for it, gets that smart touch towards Kervin. Kervin pops it up once more, Troll following it right away. Hong Kong now with the strong passing players, as we've seen in previous games as well. Both Chaos and Jeff going up for the same aerial. They're lucky that nobody was around. They were both beaten to the ball, but can they make something happen? Brilliant pop there from Jeff. Fibo trying to set himself way too hard towards Kervin. Good demo from him, but it doesn't matter. Hong Kong still has ball possession. Oh no! Come on, boys. What was that?
Yeah, and just like that, it's going to be an equalizer for Hong Kong. India B was able to hold out so long, but now Hong Kong has said, not so fast, we're going to give you a competition, and it's 1-1 with 46 seconds remaining. India B really needs to strengthen their offense and reduce those double commits coming from Fibo and Chaos if they hope to win the second game against Hong Kong. But Hong Kong and India B are playing pretty even at this time, I would say. Now Troll in position of the ball, looking for that shot, but all three players back in defense. Again, Fibo and Chaos not going for that double commit. Fibo now looking for that shot. Now no one in defense, an awkward position for Jeff, but he gets the clear onto the corner. And now Leilomo going for the ball. Kervin gets that shot, and with 10 seconds, I think we might just be going into overtime.
It is not overtime. Yeah, that is a good attempt. Troll coming in, but he just barely misses that one. The ball is still up in the air. Leilomo trying to get that one towards the net, but Chaos is there already high up in the air, getting a block. And in fact, that is going to be the first overtime in this best of 5 and for today's stream as well. Jeff winning that neutral kickoff on the side there. Chaos already high up. Not the best ball, just putting it straight down towards Troll. He's looking for his teammate Kervin there. That is a good 50-50. That could be dangerous. Jeff and Chaos again having communication issues. Leilomo not hitting the shot on anywhere near the net. That should have been at least threatening. Chaos missing the clear there, probably just leaving it to Jeff. That could have been a smart decision, but now Jeff has to get into a 50-50 with Kervin, which you don't want to do in front of the net when you're the last person. Leilomo not having the control that he wants. Troll with a soft touch there, sending it up for Jeff. That could be a goal. Leilomo doesn't get to it, and in fact, India B is taking away this game only after 40 seconds of overtime.
That was a beautiful shot from Jeff, a long distance shot. Leilomo, he got that clear, but it just bounced back into the net, and there's going to be a 2-1 victory to India B in the second game. And India B shows that they are going to give Hong Kong a tough time this competition, and it's not going to be a sweep for them, as seen before.
Yeah, but it's really equal play field here. It's just whoever capitalizes on the mistakes the most, I would say, because comparing Hong Kong to his first match, they definitely decreased in terms of skill, I would say. Not saying that their overall skill decreased, but their level of gameplay is lower than the first match. India, on the other side, had some slight improvements, I would say, but there was still so many double commits and just defensive blunders all over the place, which Hong Kong has been able to capitalize as much. We've seen that one beautiful passing plays, which you can see in the back. But anyway, let's get into game 3. It would be interesting to see who will now improve the most, because there's only way to improve, only way up, right? Doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Just take it away.
Now, Chaos and Troll going for the kickoff. And as the match starts,
Anyway,
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
Troll, Chaos.
Troll
Yeah, you
winning
go.
the kickoff right now. Fibo going up in the air, getting that clear. Chaos looking for the pass, no one quite there. Troll just flailing in net because it's not going in. Anyway, now Kervin going for the challenge against Jeff. Jeff with that pass, but Troll and Kervin now in position, tussling it out with Jeff, but Chaos is back in net. Gets it past Leilomo. Now Kervin looking for the challenge, gets that beautiful clear back into the midfield. Fibo and Jeff back in defense, having possession now. Pops it over Kervin. Again over Leilomo, but Troll is there again back in net. And it's almost going to hit that 1 minute mark. And you can see that the ball is just going around the field at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely India B picking up the pace here. I haven't seen anything from Hong Kong again. Jeff and Chaos both up the wall. Chaos deciding not to go for it, but misses the follow-up clear. Jeff dragging it into the midfield. That is always dangerous. Lost control of the ball as well. Leilomo probably trying to put that one onto the backboard where it's somewhat positioned where Kervin could have shot from, but it's just a ball for India B right now. Fibo off the ball is always a nice thing to watch. That could put a ceiling shot, ends up being a pass. All three players from Hong Kong are going for this. Troll gets the final touch to clear that one out. Troll again trying to put it into the midfield. That is a good pass. Kervin not getting the shot, and Leilomo missing an open net after both defenders from India B have been beaten to the ball. Oh man, that should have been a goal. Kervin with the double touch attempt almost. Leilomo, another open net for him. Way too high onto the backboard. Hong Kong is just not as accurate as they've been before.
Now Fibo going for that shot. Troll just getting that epic save right there. Now Chaos and Kervin battling it out. Kervin has position, but all three players from India B back in defense. Fibo gets a clear, passes it to Chaos going off the air. Now Chaos looking for that slow play. Fibo comes in, all three players going for that ball. Now Kervin looking for that shot, but Chaos is able to get it back into the corner to Jeff. Troll hits it into Jeff, but gets it to Leilomo. Now Kervin in possession. Kervin looking for that shot, but already two players are back from India B. Again, that double commit. This could be an opportunity for them, but Chaos hits it up into the air. Leilomo with the shot. Jeff and Chaos back in defense now.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah.
Nah, that was... It gets a bit hectic. Like, both teams really have to think about what they're doing, because right now it just looks like they just want to hit the ball. Fibo with the pass for Troll, and Troll is not gonna let that one go. Easy top left corner. And look at that, Fibo not getting the touches, and he just desperately trying to hit that one. It would have been better, he would have just missed it. Troll was ready for that touch, and that was an unnecessary goal for Hong Kong here.
Now Fibo and Leilomo going for that kickoff. Quite a neutral kickoff onto the side. Chaos looking for that pass. Kervin gets that clear onto Troll. Troll gets it into the corner. This could be an opportunity for Troll. And it's going to be a shot for Kervin. That was an awkward situation for India B, and there's going to be a 2-goal lead to Hong Kong.
Yeah, let's break the situation down. I mean, there's not really much to talk about, I guess. Fibo with a crucial miss in the corner. Both Jeff and Chaos have been up. Trusted his teammate there to clear that one. But it doesn't matter. 2-0 for Hong Kong all of a sudden. After India B has been so strong in the first couple of seconds in this match. They have 1 minute 50 seconds to work with. But we've seen it in the last game. It could just be Hong Kong slowly carrying that one away if they continue to play that double commit on the side of Hong Kong now. That is an open net. Can Jeff make it happen? That is surely going to be in. This could be the potential comeback for India B. 1 minute 39 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, there was some miscommunication there. Leilomo and Troll bumping each other, leading to India B scoring that one goal. And 1 minute 39 seconds remaining. They can make an equalizer quite easily if they play like they played in the second game, giving Hong Kong quite a challenge in their aggression. And there's going to be an instant goal for Jeff, and it's going to be equalized.
And just like that, India B made it back. Jeff with the self set up. Kervin not expecting Jeff to have enough boost and be that quick. Nowhere near that challenge, and that is an easy equalizer for Jeff. Picking up 2 goals in the process. So after all the mistakes we've seen him redeemed himself in this match so far, that is another opportunity. Can Chaos make it happen? No, he's not hitting it, but he's setting up for Fibo. And Fibo misses an open net, but Troll is there to help him out. Own goal from Troll. What was that?
He stayed true to his name and just scored on his own team right there. It was quite an awkward position, and his teammates, they're probably raging right now, but they need to keep their composure because they need to get 1 goal right now to equalize from that terrible mistake coming from Hong Kong. With 1 minute 14 seconds left, they're 1 down now. Now the pass going to Troll, but both players from India B back in defense. Kervin getting that demo on Jeff. Leilomo looking for that pass, but Chaos is able to get that nice clear. Troll now with the pass. Kervin, can he score that? He just whiffs.
I mean, we're entering the last minute here, and it's getting so chaotic. But India has the upper hand. Troll now a possibility for him to redeem himself. Kerbin putting it into the midfield once more. Leilomo not getting any sort of hard shot onto the net. Chaos with the hero save. And the time is slowly ticking down. Now India on the counter attack. We've seen him a couple times scoring from that one. Chaos trying to force a 50-50 with Kerbin there, but he just gets it barely past him. Leilomo left in a really bad spot. Kerbin slowly making his way back. He's just desperately touching that one. Finding his teammate Troll though. And now Kerbin versus 2. But the third one, Chaos in the back, making sure it doesn't get in. Leilomo putting it back once more. Fibo now on the counter attack. 10 seconds left on the clock. That could be another opportunity. Jeff doesn't contest it though. Leilomo putting it to the side. That might be the last attack for India B. 4 seconds left on the clock. Troll putting it high up. Can they make it happen? Kerbin putting it towards the net. Troll has to get touched, and he does so. The buzzer beater from Troll. 0 seconds on the clock.
And that's gonna be redemption right there for Troll. He says, not today, my little friends. And it's gonna be 3-3, and I think his teammates are gonna forgive him for that mistake as they go into overtime. Now Fibo and Leilomo going for that kickoff. Chaos looking for the contest, but gets a demo on Kerbin. Now Troll looking for the shot. Chaos back in defense, waiting for the ball. Troll goes for that pass. Kerbin looking for that shot. Fibo and Kerbin battling it out now. Chaos looking for that redirect, but not quite able to get it. Troll gets banged into the corner. Jeff now with the shot. All 3 players from Hong Kong back in defense.
Oh no, Chaos! Chaos, what are you doing? What was that turn from Chaos? He was the last man in the back. And Kerbin just really has to tap that to the left. Chaos nowhere near there, deciding to go up the wall. And Hong Kong is taking away this game. India be choking like a madman here. That should have never been the case. And that is 2-1 for Hong Kong after a ridiculous series of events here. That is just, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the funniest games I've seen in a while. Troll with that own goal, like getting back that buzzer beater, and now Chaos with that whiff. And it's gonna be a win for Hong Kong this third game. They have a total of 11 shots, and India B with a total of 8 shots. You can see that Hong Kong was playing a little bit better. Troll saying, I can't stop laughing. I guess everybody watching as well, because what happened there was quite exciting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think India B at this point probably has... that would be a tilter right there. That should have never been the case. I mean, Jeff was the last man back there. His challenge was way off as well. He would have probably been better off just not doing anything and deciding to go for that save instead of that 50-50 there. But man, Hong Kong coming back strong, and they definitely have the momentum on their side at the moment. So maybe we'll see a potential Game 5 here, but India B, I'm really hoping these guys can keep up the morale, can keep up their heads high. But after this, it's understandable if there has been if they have some trouble to move forward.
Yeah, Hong Kong must be feeling quite happy after that win, and they might be really pumped up this game. So India B definitely needs to make some changes in their gameplay and a better communication if they hope to defeat Hong Kong. Now Troll with the ball, having possession, trying to dribble it past Chaos, but gets demoed by Chaos on the way. Fibo with that awkward clear. Jeff now in possession. Kerbin looking to get that pass over to Leilomo, but Chaos is already there. Troll now waiting in defense, not quite getting that clear. Jeff in the air. Kerbin with a beautiful read and clear right there. Leilomo now to Troll.
Oh, that could be dangerous. Troll again with that one little touch they needed. Good pass there from, I think, Kerbin. Yeah, perfect touch there from him. And Jeff, Chaos both getting beaten to that one touch. And man, I don't know. This is just Hong Kong really taking away that game. Again, in the first couple of seconds. Neutral kickoff, Fibo and Kerbin both going for it. That's basically the second kickoff. Jeff winning the 50-50 there, winning the contest. Good pop there into the midfield. Can Jeff make it happen? Gets intercepted by Leilomo there. Troll not making the contact. but he gets another chance that's going towards the net. Leilomo actually saving that one for India B. That could have been in. And then on the other side, it is Chaos beating the last man there from Hong Kong and equalizer only after 1 minute and 10 seconds play.
Yeah, Kerwin was way too forward to be able to save that right there, and there's an easy equalizer for India B against Hong Kong. Right now, the game is pretty even. Kerwin now going for the kickoff. The ball in the air. Leilomo looks for the shot, and it's gonna be 2-1 to Hong Kong.
Yeah, double commit on the kickoff as well. Chaos is just... oh, he's restarting his PC. Looks like he has some issues with his screen. So for now, India probably has to play a 2v3, which is quite unfortunate. They're already down 1 goal. So right now they might just want to hold their defense as good as they can. Or be super aggressive, that works too. Fibo putting into the midfield. Jeff really has to touch those balls, has to get those good hits, which he doesn't do so far. Fibo with a good hit to the side. Kerwin comes in from the save. That's a good pop. Troll is just capitalizing on that situation. At this point, we probably shouldn't expect a full-on game here. 3-1 for Hong Kong.
Absolute savagery right there by Troll. Making it a 3v1 situation, and it's gonna be 3-1 lead to Hong Kong. Jeff and Fibo fighting it against Hong Kong. 2v3. Leilomo now looking for that shot. Fibo wins that challenge, but Kerwin gets the redirect into India B's corner. Fibo and Jeff now going for the ball. Kerwin looking for that fake. Kerwin and passes it off to Troll. Kerwin up in the air, looks for the shot. Is it going to be a double touch goal? And just barely, Kerwin gets that beautiful goal.
I mean, this is just a clown show. Look at that. Kerwin, I mean, good on him to get that second touch, but that was not calculated at all, I would say. 2v3, now we see those whatever goals that is. And it's so unfortunate for India B, because this is probably their last match. This is Hong Kong taking away the series 3-1 at this point. If Chaos can't make it back, I mean, we haven't played one half of the game yet. We're just about to hit the second. But Chaos needs to come back, so they have at least some chance of making the comeback.
Yeah, these last few games have been pretty even, so Chaos really needs to come back if they want to make a change and hope get that 3-goal difference back from Hong Kong. But now Jeff and Fibo battling it out with all their hearts against Hong Kong. Now Fibo with possession hits it into his corner. Leilomo just gets the clear away from India B. Jeff now in possession, looking to go off the wall. No, but he, I don't know what he quite does there, but Troll now looking for the challenge. Kerwin with the shot, and Jeff with a nice clear. I think Hong Kong is just playing around with India B at this point, because not a...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 2v3. They have one guy on the backboard, and even in a 2v2, it feels like they're still a bit superior. I mean, I don't know. It's really bad that this game ends like that. But I mean, overall, I think Hong Kong really deserves to take away that best of 5. It's fairly sure to say at this point, there's no way for India B to come back from this. Not in a 2v3, not being down 4 goals. They're trying their best, but even in the 2v3, it's just a lack of communication and synergy, really. But that could be a goal for Jeff almost. After Leilomo gets that one awkward hit. But Jeff and Fibo are actually playing against each other too. I don't know. I'm not sure what is going on right now.
Yeah, Hong Kong is pretty confident they have secured the victory, and they're just looking for that fancy goals at this point. What most people do in the 3v2 situation, Fibo and Jeff not knowing quite what to do. Troll and Leilomo both in the wall. It was a 1v2 situation, and Kerwin is able to get that goal.
Yeah, and Kerwin slowly making their way to Brazil versus India B. I mean, 2v3 and Brazil, that would be devastating in the match that counts in this best of 5. So everything goes against India B at this point. But Jeff and Fibo both battling out like true heroes on the field. they're doomed to lose this one, but it doesn't matter. They're still trying their best, double committing like champs there, and it is going to be the Brazil for Hong Kong. So everybody, put the Brazil into the chat. Kerwin making that one happen with his 5th goal of the match.
And it feels bad as the Reaper dabs on them. And Hong Kong, I guess they're still going for those goals. Delamo just leaving the kickoff right open, and it's going to be a goal for Jeff. Consolation goal given to India B from Hong Kong. An unfortunate end to quite an intense and funny series that started out. But now it's going to be 7 goal for Hong Kong and only 2 goals for India B.
Yeah, at least they gave them an opportunity to get rid of that Brazil. FIBO now just own-goaling it. This is just a gong fiesta, really. There's not much to cast anymore. I'm sorry for you guys, but yeah, this is just players waiting for the time to run out. So if they're smart, they just let it run down the 45 seconds, having some fun, trying some freestyling. But this this series is going nowhere anymore, other than Hong Kong taking it away.
Yeah, all I have to say is just feels bad, man.
Yeah. Feels bad for them, feels bad for India B, feels bad for us, and feels bad for the viewers as well. But overall, we can talk a bit about Hong Kong and India while the players are just taking down the clock. Hong Kong really look promising though. I mean, they had some issues overall, not as much as India B, but oh, Kerwin even making it a 2v2 at this point probably doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
But what would you recommend for India and for Hong Kong?
Recommend as in?
In what to improve, because I don't think that they can compete on a world, like in an international stage like that.
Yeah, India B, like in the beginning, their aggression was really, but they were just sitting in defense, getting pounded by Hong Kong with those shots, and India B had to just stay in the defense. But in the second game, they got that aggression a little bit more. But the team plays coming from Hong Kong are way better than India B. Hong Kong just has that team chemistry. So, and as you saw before, India B had those double commits, which you do not want to see in higher tier level of gameplay. So that's what I recommend on improving on.
Yeah, I think that is probably the main points of what they can improve with. But anyway, that was the show match between 2/3 of India B and Hong Kong. So unfortunately, Chaos didn't make his way back quick enough. But I think we get into a short break here until we start with the actual Rocket League India scrims. We're gonna see, I think, Aerial X versus Ball Chasers. So stay around for that. Grab a drink, grab something to eat, get a snack, and we'll be right back just after the break.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy, can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one. Only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed. A life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back again. Your boy Flamebuster in combination with Cryptic Zane as my today's co-caster. So how you doing after all this best of 5 action?
Yeah, that first match was definitely expected, especially as it was India B versus Hong Kong. I quite expected it in the scrims that we are about to see right now because they don't take it as seriously. But the first match was indeed for the Asia Cup practice, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So now moving on to the next match, Aerial X versus Ball Chasers. We have the team members in Aerial X, Popo, Raghav, and Angan Das, I believe. Yeah. And in Ball Chasers, we have Hebar, Jetspark, and Al Niki. I think many of these players we know already. The only player that I don't quite know about is Angan Das.
Yeah, so will be interesting to see how they'll perform. Anyway, I think we're ready for the match. RLX versus Ball Chasers. Let's get them into the match. So, I mean, we've seen Popo a couple of times. Oh, it's first killer. Here we go. Elniki first killer, which is Hebar, right?
Yeah.
Hebar, Elniki, and Cryptic Salsic AF. Okay, I'm not sure how to call this guy. Probably just Cryptic. Cryptic is... Wait.
Wow.
Who's that guy? How do we call him? We call him just Skyline, anyway. That's what you get, man, if you can't tell us who you are. Anyway, Aaron X already having some trouble in defense. Popo putting it up the wall there. Elniki, good challenge there on the wall. Not really challenged at all. First killer, aka Hebar, not getting the touch he was looking for. Putting it over Tsukimeta. But Popo getting that one clear they needed. Skyline with a good shot. Popo again with the save, but Elniki is there. And that is the easiest first goal I've ever... Nah, it's not. But Ball Chasers taken away the lead here. Only after 26 seconds.
Yeah. Within 30 seconds, they were able to get that first goal. And I was quite doing some research right here. I think Cryptic Salzik, that weird name, is Jetspark, but I'm not quite sure as the profile picture has been changed. And as I say that, Popo gets the equalizer already.
Detective
Yeah.
Cryptic.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's probably Jet. We still call him Skyline, whatever. Anyway. Again, Suki and Skyline facing each other on the kickoff. Hebar getting the touch they needed, puts it high into the midfield. Angan gets the touch they needed, but Skyline again with a good touch there. Suki put it to the corner, puts it to the side. Popo looking for Suki to help him out there. That was a rather dangerous play because Skyline was right there. Elniki taking it off Popo right there. Can he put it center? He's going for that ceiling pass, but that touch was way too hard. Hebar is there to help him out. Hebar off the wall, that could be dangerous. He drops it midfield, but Skyline was already up to contest the ball, not expecting the second touch there. But they're still going on. Ball Chasers still trying to make something happen, but it looks like Aerial X finally finding the way out of the half.
Now Jetspark in possession of the ball, but Angandas is waiting there. But first killer almost gets that touch and into the goal, but now Suki Mehta going for that pass. And is that going to be goal for Popo? But Jetspark just gets a clear. He has the shot. It's 1v1 situation, but Angandas is able to get that epic save. Now both the players in the air. Aliki with that opportunity. All players were out of net from Aerial X. Now Popo with the shot. Good rotation there from Ball Chasers. Not quite staying true to their name. Now Alniki going for the pass. Both players from Aerial X back in net. Good rotations coming from both teams. And now Popo up in the air, not quite letting Alniki get that read off of him. Now, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Are you sure it's Cryptic? Because then we have to stay with the same names. Because so far we have Skyline, aka Cryptic, First Killer, aka Hebar. So I think First Killer it's quite easy to say that is Hebar. So we should call him that in the future.
Yeah.
And Skyline is Jetspark by the looks of it. But just when I say it, Heba getting that wide clear into the corner of RLX. Popo versus 2. Not getting it past El Nicky. That miss from him almost faked him out. Ball still in the half of RLX. Angadan and Popo both going for that clear, but in the end Suki is it who picks up the ball. He has a lot of time, dribbling it out into the midfield. That was good until the point he passes it to El Nicky. Jetspark looking for his teammate in the midfield there. Doesn't get the pass that he was looking for. Popo, the reasonable hit. Heba deciding not to go for it, leaving it for his teammate Jetspark there. Jetspark trying to get that one out. Trying to get that double touch, unfortunately not quite connecting to it. But El Nicky is there. Still not getting it out of the half. Suki getting that one touch they needed, and Popo comes in, but it hits the post, hits the woodwork, and finally ball chases are maybe having a counter attack. Doesn't look like it for now.
Yeah. And what he said before, I can definitely say that it is just because as I say that, Popo just scores a goal on ball chases, not letting me finish my story. Popo with that 2 goals on his shoulders already. And as I was saying before, Cryptic is kind of trying to poke fun at me. It's Jetspark because he was asking for a Skyline previously.
Okay, so it is Jetspark.
Yeah.
So now they have that confusion out of the way. We see RLX taking the lead in this game. 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock. Ball chases so far with a solid rotation. Trying their best to come back. Jetspark with a reasonable pass, but Heba unfortunately can't quite connect it. Anganda in the way there. Popo going for the solo play, but he's just sending it over to Jetspark. Can he get the double touch? Yes, he can. Good play from him. Equalizer, level peggings here for ball chases. 1 minute 6 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, beautiful goal there by Jetspark. He did kind of backwards shot over there, and it's going to be 2-2. Jetspark and Popo being at the top players in the team right now. Again, winning that kickoff. Again, now looking for that pass, but both players from ball chasers are already back. Now Popo battling it out with Jetspark. Angan gets that clear. Heba looking for the shot. Al Nicky with the shot, but it's just off target. Popo in defense. Now Popo battling it out. Both players now with 40 seconds remaining. Either team has to make a shot if they hope to win the game.
I mean, it's a best of 3. This is just game 1, but so far we've seen some fairly equal teams. Good attempts on both sides. Good solo plays. Suki Menta not even close to the ball, leaving it to Popo, but I think he got blocked by Suki there on his way up. 20 seconds left on the clock. Again, Ariel X desperately trying to clear that one. El Nicky can't connect to it. Suki coming in with a really soft touch there. Jetspark finally getting it center. That is a good touch, but Heba, instead of hitting the ball, hitting Suki Menta. That could be a crucial demo. Popo hitting it into Heba again, but that one will probably just drop down. Still up in the air though. That is a good shot from Jetspark, but unfortunately it's a bit wide. He can't follow it up, and that ball should have been in, but I think El Nicky couldn't make that one touch, and that is going to be the second overtime of today's stream.
Yeah, I think both teams have quite a difference in their roster, but it's evening it out for RLX and ball chasers. As you can see that even though the ranks in the teams are quite drastically different, both teams are having an even roster. Now Al Nicky looking for that pass. Angan getting that clear. Jetspark going for the shot again. Suki Mehta is back in net. Jetspark now battling it out with Suki Mehta. Al Nicky with the shot. It just pops into the corner. Anganda is waiting in net patiently. Al Nicky just whiffs the ball right there. Now trying to get it away from Suki Mehta. The ball goes into ball chaser's corner. Suki Mehta looking for that redirect. Not quite able to get it. Now Jetspark looking for that shot. Angan does staying in net, not quite able to get that clear, but is able to save himself. Getting it past Al Nicky. Now all players rotating back in ball chases.
Yeah, so far Ariel X stay coming up strong here. Popo trying to get that aerial here onto the backboard, I guess, but not quite successful at all. Suki and Anga does both up the wall there. Popo's there to help him out, drops that off the wall, but Jetspark is there already. Good midfield drop. El Nicky gets that one touch, and that is surely just going to roll in. Jetspark making sure it crosses the line, and that is ball chases all of a sudden taking away the first game versus Ariel X.
Yeah, that was just a great play there from Jetspark, leading them to win that first game. Pretty even match, as I said. The roster with the rank difference doesn't quite seem to matter here because the both the teams even out, and it's going to be interesting to see who will win this second match. Both teams had good aggression and good rotations, but I guess there is quite a lack of skill in some players, and they just need to increase their defense from Aerial X, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, we see Popo with 4 saves, 2 saves on the side of Angandas, and 1 save on the side of Ball Chasers, but they also had 11 shots versus 3 on the side of RLX, so you can definitely tell. I actually thought RLX was quite pressuring that game, but it looks like Ball Chasers overall had the better performance here. I mean, they at least in the end they took away the win. But RLX, I mean, they need to improve their offense quite a lot. I would say they've been cornered a couple of times already, but yeah, it's still even teams. Will be interesting to see if RLX can cut the edge here, if they can show up and improve just in a time span of 1 game.
Yeah, and I also hope to see those double touches that I saw in the first game. I always love to see great goals in these scrims as we normally see, and one player is not yet joined in from Aerial X. Not quite sure what happened. Now Angandas and First Killer looking for the kickoff. Popo just joins back in time. Pretty even kickoff. Popo gets the ball in position, looking for that shot. Jetspark and first Killer now in possession. Jetspark looking for that off the wall clear, but Popo is right there to capitalize on that and get that first goal.
Yeah, it was a good 50-50 from Angandas, hitting that sweet spot off the backboard. Elniki not hitting that shot. Jetspark nowhere near the clear there. And Popo just picking up an easy goal. So, good start there from RLX, 12 seconds into the match. They're already leading in game number 2 here. Jetspark not with the best clear. It turns out to be an alright pass to Elniki because RLX was already rotating back in its entirety. Reasonable clear here from Suki Meta. Sorry,
You
just
did it
wanted to make
right.
sure. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Popo clearing it into the midfield again, but Jetspark is here looking for his teammate Elniki. Sukimeta getting a clear to the side. Now a bit of confusion between Popo and Sukimeta. Turns out to be a right. Popo almost getting that 2v1 play going. It looks like Angandas finally getting that clear to the side. Jetspark still there, still annoying. And Sukimeta is finally pushing it forward.
Now the ball in the corner of Ball Chasers. Quite an awkward position. Alegi almost gave a pass to them, but Popo now getting that shot. Hebar getting that clear onto Angandas. Angandas again with that defense. This was an opportunity for Ball Chasers, but they are not quite in position to capitalize in that opportunity. Now Hebar going for that pass. Jetspark looking for that tap in, but Aleki comes racing in and gets that first goal to equalize.
Yeah, that was a bit of miscommunication on the side of RLX. Popo going for that corner boost despite them being under immense pressure, and Elniki just finishing the play with a good challenge. I mean, nobody on the side of RLX was really positioned to clear that one, but that could be a potential kickoff goal here from Angandas. Jetspark has to make sure he gets it to the side. Combination with Elniki putting that somewhat into the midfield. Popo just leaving the ball the way it is. Heber versus Angandas now. Not the best challenge from both there. In the end, it's ball possession for Ball Chasers. Popo almost getting the ball from the wall, but that is a brilliant pass from Elniki. And Jetspark just making sure to finish that one. Beautiful 1-2, 1-2.
Yeah, there were two defenders from Aerial X, but they were unable to do anything from that great pass. Now both players going for the kickoff. 3 players going for the kickoff. Actually, it's a pretty even kickoff. Sukimeta just missing that ball. Now it goes into Aerial X's side. Popo looking for that connection, not quite able to get it. Angandas now with a clear, but Jetspark is right there looking for that tap, but it goes way off target. Now Sukimeta looking for the shot, but players from ball chasers are able to defend that. Now Jetspark going off the wall, looking for that shot. Not quite able to get that connection. He was freestyling there, I believe. And now Al-Niki with the shot. Popo hitting it into the side of ball chasers. Jetspark hitting it into the midfield, looking for that second shot. And Popo. Oh, that was such a close one for Jetspark. He was holding his breath as he waited to see that ball roll in right there.
Oh my god, that was what, 4 touches underneath his car. That was some interesting interesting bounce there off the post, perfect for him. But with probably the most exciting, well, one of the most interesting goals, maybe not the most exciting ones, from Jetspark, and Popo is so unfortunate. Double touch there with the crossbar. Turns out to be just enough time for the defense from ball chasers to get back and clear that one. Tsukimita, good shot from him, but Jetspark high up there, putting it into the corner. Heber getting contested from Tsukimita right away, enabling Popo for a potential shot on the net, but it turns out to be super weak. Angandas popping it up here for Tsukimita. He's not making the challenge right. Jetspark following his own play up. Heber patiently waiting on the ground there. Nikki with a good shot. Popo finally getting that one touch that he was looking for. 1 minute 30 on the clock. Tsukimita, while trying to make a counterattack happen, gets them out in the process. And now the defense almost beaten Tsukimita, the only guy back missing the challenge there. Nikki gets a favorable 50-50, I would say. That's a shot opportunity for Heber, but Popo, again, in the way. Jetspark making sure it stays now with RLX. RLX is under immense pressure right now. They need to make something happen. Ball chasers both going back here. No, El Niki was in the midfield. And look at the amount of pressure from ball chasers. Angadas finally getting it to the side, giving them some time.
Yeah, with the 3-goal lead, it doesn't look too good for Aerial X right now. With 50 seconds remaining, they have to make 2 goals happen, and that's not looking too good for Aerial X, as they're not able to quite get it past ball chaser, and that's almost going to be a goal, but Tsukimita is just able to get it out of that, out of their net. Now Angandas winning that 50-50, Heber getting that clear off of the wall. Tsukimita now in position, Popo now in position. Looking to go past Al-Niki, but Al-Niki gets that drive in. Now Angandas hitting it back into the side of ball chasers, and with these plays going back and forth, I think with only 10 seconds remaining, it's going to be an easy victory for ball chasers.
I mean, if Tsukimita would have made that double touch, there would have been a window for them at least to have a potential comeback, but it looks like RLX will be beaten by ball chasers, and this was game number 2, right?
Yeah.
So ball chasers 1-2-0 if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I completely forgot. I completely forgot the first match. But ball chasers will take away that game versus RLX, just with 2 games out of 3. But I think we'll get straight to the next one. Is the rest of the teams, are they available? No, it's going to be a 5-minute break by the looks of it. Is it? I'm not sure. Can somebody from the moderation team quickly confirm? Because I don't know if the teams are ready yet. Anyway,
Yeah.
next match will be, if I'm not mistaken, No versus Salty Flicks. No containing of Sejadern, Ale, and Unero versus. Let me check that one real quick. Salty Flicks. Exist Drunken our boy Drunken Disorder,
Yeah.
and Awkward Drunken Disorder, another caster for Rocket League India. This time playing in the scrims. So get ready, get the loop ready, Drunken. We're both here to
Roast you.
roast you.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we're getting into a 5-minute break. So don't go anywhere. See you guys after that, and we'll see No versus I forgot the name already. No versus Salty Flicks. So see you after the break.
And you make me feel like a rebel, but I will not give you a reason to destroy me more and more again and again.
Alright, here we go again. Welcome back to the second, actually it's the third game, but the second Community Scrims. We're actually at Community Scrims number 21. That's pretty crazy though. So there have been a couple of teams, as well as the ones we've seen today, No versus Salty Flicks. Unfortunately, your boy Drunken Disorder is not around, so we'll have Alniki replacing him for Salty Flicks.
Yeah, I think he got scared that we both were casting, so he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, he's having a power cut, right?
Yeah, totally. In quotation marks.
Yeah, in quotation marks, exactly. Anyway, so you will see the fancy transition again with No and Salty Flicks. I think we're ready to let the players ride on in, and will be interesting, quite interesting to see how Salty Flicks will perform versus No. I know a couple of those players,
Yeah,
but I haven't seen them playing too much. So
yeah,
anyway.
Team No mostly consists of diamond players, but now I think Salty Exist is also a diamond player as well. Aquac, I have no idea about him, and Alniki you just saw the previous game, so it's going to be quite interesting, especially Alniki. I think he's a really good player, so he might just make the difference for Salty Flicks. As they go for the kickoff, Aquac waiting for the ball, Exist waiting for the ball, but Sejadin wins that challenge. Now center for them, Alniki in defense. Sejadin looking for that pass. Scores a lot, gets that goal, a slow roller into the net. I think all of them double committed and they didn't quite get to the ball in time.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why Exist went even up there. He would have been better off just staying on the line, because his teammate was already up there. Alniki, again, didn't hit the ball as well. But Sejadin, no boost there, trying to force a 50-50. But Aqua gets that double touch. Yeah, he gets it, but it's a bit wide there. Scores a lot, trying to make something happen. But hits it into Exist. Alniki off the wall, missing the boost there. Aqua left in a really awkward position. That could be a shot for RLI, but unfortunately for him, he gets it just a bit wide. Alniki again off the wall. Can he make it happen? No, he just lets it drop down. Gets a lot of space from the Node players there. Aqua gets it into the midfield. Sejadin trying to get the hit there, but all of them are just whiffing. I'm not sure what is going on. Another gong show potentially, question mark? I'm not sure. But RLI hitting it into Aqua off the wall there. Exist getting that one touch that they needed. Could be an opportunity for Alniki, but Sejadin is in the back and puts it to the side.
Now RLI going for that shot. Exist is able to get the clear. Alniki waiting in the corner. Sejadin missing the... I don't know what is quite happening. Alniki and Aquac just says hello to them. Not quite doing anything with the ball. RLI with the pass, but Aquac is finally able to get the clear ball. Alniki hits it into the corner and it's gonna be a goal for Salty Flicks. I don't know what happened there.
Alniki gets a really good hit there, beats Sejadin to it, and so scores a lot, not able to connect with that ball at all. So good shot there from Alniki, well placed at all, but that should probably not have been in at all. Doesn't matter, it at least it's level Pagans right now. Alniki in the goal, together with Exist, gets a good hit into the half of No. RLI trying to make something happen, but Alniki gets on the end of the pass from Exist there. Not dangerous in the end. RLI again trying to get that clear, but the players of Salty Flicks are rather aggressive. Sejadin with that beautiful clear to the side, gets the follow-up hit as well. Can he win the 50-50? No, he's not even close to it. Alniki just putting it back towards, so scores a lot. That's a reasonable mid-pass, but Aquac is there in the end, pulling it up the wall, and Exist even following that pass. Salty Flicks come up with some interesting passing plays, attempt at least, but also always missing that last touch, that final hit.
Yeah, I think Salty Flicks, the team, the current roster that was made, was just made right before this Scrims, whereas Team No has been playing as a team for a long time. If I remember correctly, all these three players have been in previous tournaments as well.
Oh.
And that was a close one. Go ahead.
Alright, Exist versus 3 there off the wall. Aquac has the opportunity, he hits it onto the ground, into the crossbar, and at least into the net as well. That was a good 1v3 there from Exist and Aquac underneath Sejadert, so smart hit from him. That was probably the only angle that he could shot it in through, and he managed to find that one, giving Salty Flicks the lead right away.
And again, scores a lot. Going for the kickoff, Sejadert has position, tries to flick it past Salty Flicks. Interestingly, scores a lot now has possession. Alniki getting it past scores a lot. Now gets that pop over Team No and gets that third goal in.
Yeah, that was not sure what happened there. Alniki getting that one lofty ball that he needed, beating the no defense in a heartbeat. And all of a sudden we see Salty Flicks taking the lead here. 1 minute 40 left on the clock. Enough time for No to work with. That could be an opportunity for the scores a lot, but Exist getting that one crucial touch to the side, even controlling the ball for another one. And another one. Alniki coming in, but he gets another one, and Exist with a brilliant solo play there. 4 consecutive touches, ends up being a goal for him as well.
Yeah, the positioning of Team No wasn't quite right over there. All three players were in the same position, not good defensive position in their part to save that ball. It's going to be 4-1 to Salty Flicks. I thought it was going to be the other way around, but it just... And that's going to be the 5th goal, putting the nail in the coffin in this first game. With 1 minute 21 seconds remaining, I don't think Team No can quite come back if they continue to play as they are now.
Yeah, I mean, Exist really showing up in the last couple of seconds, getting 2 really good goals there. That angle was quite intense. We managed to find it nevertheless. No should probably wake up right now if they want to get back into this match. But the time is ticking more and more, and if you're down 4 goals, every second hurts even more. And we're about to hit the last minute. I think I'll agree with your statement. That looks like Salty Flicks will probably take away the first match here. Every challenge that doesn't go in their favor will seal the deal even more. Exist with a hat-trick, really showing up right now in the last couple of seconds.
Yeah, 100% accuracy from Exist. Every shot that he has taken has been a goal. With 49 seconds remaining, it isn't too good in Team No's part. The positioning from Team No is not quite as good as I expected this game. They really need to improve their positioning while on offense as well as in defense. It's not quite working in their favor right here. You can see that Salty Flicks has 6 goals on their shoulders. You can see all 3 players are trying to go for the same ball. Not quite good communication right there, and could be an opportunity for Salty Flicks to keep scoring on them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. It's just for another potential Brazil on stream. Exist maybe ruining that opportunity. Salty Flicks turned out to be alright. Good hit there from him. And Alniki a bit late on the challenge, hits RLI at least. This bumping out Aquac there. He's hungry for that Brazil. He wants to make that one happen. Last second on the clock, and this ball is actually almost going in for No. But it is Salty Flicks rampaging in that first game with a 6-1 scoreline.
Yeah, absolutely. The positioning from Team No wasn't quite well for Team No to have any offensive or defensive plays from Salty Flicks, as you saw a lot of solo plays coming from Exist, just scoring on them, and Team No couldn't quite handle that. A total of 8 shots coming from Salty Flicks and only 5 shots from Team No. It was quite even, but Salty Flicks were more accurate, and as I said, the positioning was not right. But hopefully in the second game, we can see a change in the tides from Team No.
Well, they have Sejadert with a rocking 200 ping, while everyone has only double digits. So that might be not favorable for No at all, but I don't think that's the only factor that has been in place here. again, exist. Looking like he woke up in the second half of the first match. We'll see if he can continue his overall really good gameplay so far. So, but on the side of no, I think they really just have to keep an eye on their spacing and not give Salty Flakes too much room to work with, and then they should be all right.
Yeah, as you were saying that, I was battling it out with a mosquito IRL. Just Indian things, dude. And Etle going for the challenge along with Alniki. Alniki gets it off to the side. I don't know what was that. I got some server lag, but I'm back. Skozalot looks for the shot. Etle going for the shot. Sejadan again. All these players going for the shot, but not getting that connection. Now Exist looking for that ceiling shot, but just flies onto the ground. And again, just not having that communication. All players going for the same ball. It doesn't look too good for them here.
Yeah, we see Salty Flakes already putting up a lot of pressure onto No here. It's just, I think it's not only communication issues, it's just them not getting those clean hits. I mean, that was a good series of event right here. So Skozalot unfortunately not able to get into the end of that pass from Sejadan. Again, look at that. Those are not clean hits. Aquak has an easy time of hitting that one. This goes a lot. And Adley, or Artley, he just changed it. So apparently it is Artley. I mean, I don't know. It's Artley at this point, I guess. I completely forgot what point I was trying to make. Anyway. Oh, that's a good shot from Aquak, but unfortunately a bit wide. Alniki putting that back into the midfield. Can he get that one touch that he's looking for? Yes, he does. That is a good pop there over the last defender, and the first goal for Salty Flakes. Are you here? Hello, Cryptic? He's gone. Anyway, we'll just take over for now. Looks like he's gone for the moment. Anyway, so no. Winning that kickoff, Artley making sure to put that in the favor of No. Scores a lot. Putting it past one. Can he put it past two? That is a good pop into the midfield by Artley. He's not there to finish off the play. Good backwards pass there from scores a lot. And looks like No found a way of at least pressuring the defense from Salty Flakes.
Yeah, now Exist going for the ball. Atle looking for the shot, not quite able to get it. Aquak now shot on target. Sejadan not quite fast enough to save that. It's gonna be 2-0 to Salty Flakes. Again, you can see that Salty Flakes is absolutely dominating the game against Team No. Team No just needs to make some improvements in their game if they hope to get victory in the second game. With 2 minutes 46 seconds, Team No can come back from this, but Salty Flakes is staying strong as of now.
Yeah, again, Salty Flakes this time, Alniki and Aquak both being on the stronger end, but that could be an opportunity for No when Atley put it onto the backboard. But there's no one really there to help them out. That could be another opportunity, and there we go. Sejadan and Skozalot both showing how it's done with a potential comeback for No. Again, if they don't win this, they will lose the best of 3. They still have 1 goal to work with, 1 more goal to equalize the score.
Now, Exist and Sejadan going for the ball. Exist wins that kickoff. Going for the follow-through, but loses at 50-50. Now, Skozalot in position. Exist going for that read. Gets the read on him, so Skozalot looking for that clear. But Alniki comes rushing in. Sejadan now in position, gets it over to Exist, looking to go back in defense and able to get that clear just in time. Alniki now with the shot, and it's going to be 3-1 to Salty Flakes.
Yeah, Alniki with that wide clear after all the players from No have been overcommitting like a madman. And yeah, at this point, I don't know, No just continues to... I mean, they've been a bit more pressureful in their attempts, but it's still not enough. Salty Flakes having the ability to get those wide clean hits, always putting on some pressure, always getting those quick counter attacks, really making them sure to win this. This could be an opportunity. Beautiful passing play between Sejadon and Sir Scorzalot again. This was, this time, Salty Flakes overcommitting. Aquag not seeing that there's no boost at all, not paying attention of what's going on in the midfield. And Sir Scorzalot gets a really good hit into the center. No way for Aquag to get to that ball whatsoever.
Yeah, from the second goal, what I remember is Team No had some beautiful passing plays in previous tournaments. If they keep that up, maybe they can just get a goal on Salty Flicks. But with 1 minute 30 seconds remaining, anything can happen. So Salty Flicks keeping that pressure on now. Exist going for the ball, missing the ball. Scores a lot. Hits it into Aquag. Aquag hits the ball up into the air. And Sejadon with the shot, but Aleki is just there in time to save the ball. Now the ball off into the corner. Aleki misses. This could be an opportunity for Team No, but Scores a lot. Just missed that ball.
Yeah, that should have been the equalizer for No. Definitely Exists trying to get on the other end of that pass from Aleki. Well, looks like Sir Scorzalot. Yeah, Sejadon and Sir Scorzalot have been showing some real synergy. That could be another opportunity, but Sir Scorzalot decides to pop it into the wall. Oh, Sejadon couldn't react to it. That was an open net. If he gets to that, gets that shot in somehow, Sir Scorzalot puts it into the midfield once more. But this time, Aquag is around. The time is slowly ticking versus No. 35 seconds on the clock, and it's just really Salty Flicks trying to keep their lead. Exists onto the backboard. Can he follow it up? No, he doesn't have boost. Alniki comes in to help him out. That center once more. Exist is there, and that should be the deal for Salty Flicks.
Yeah, that's gonna be the icing on the cake. It's gonna be a 2-0 victory to Salty Flicks. Team No had a lot of opportunities in this game, but they are quite unable to capitalize on them. Not quite able to get that pass and play in the works. And it's the 4-2 game between Salty Flicks and No, and I think it's going to Salty Flicks as they keep up this aggression, and they're just outplaying Team No at this point.
Yeah, they were just really capitalizing on mistakes. Oh, RLI not able to score that open net. That could have been an opportunity for them to come back, but the time is taken down. Salty Flicks again taking away this best of 3 with a 2-0 scoreline.
Yeah, Team No definitely has to improve on a lot of their plays and miscommunications. Like you said, they were not getting those hard clears off of their side, and the Salty Flicks just outplayed them. So maybe in the next scrims we can see some better play coming from No, but it was a good victory for Salty Flicks, and I think we'll be taking a short break for the next match.
Exactly. And now, I mean, we're just making sure all of you guys are on the same page as we are. The next match, Mad Wheels versus Weedom Noobs, will be cancelled because there are no players. So the next one, lost, like game number 5, Lost and Found versus Team 10, aka Roster 10, will be our last scrim for today. So don't make sure you don't miss out on that one. We will head into the next break for a couple of minutes, and we'll be right back shortly after.
I think we are back with the final match that's going to be Lost and Found versus Team 10. You want to say a little bit about this team? I think both of us don't really know the team members here. They're High Plat, Low Diamond, I believe. And yeah.
Yeah, I got carried away with the talk with you in the break, so I'll make sure to join the lobby as soon as possible. I hope they didn't start yet.
Same. I guess they had just created this server and
yeah, so the people are slowly coming in. I think we're still lacking one team here. But yeah, I've never heard of any of those players before. I mean, it's not the first time that we've seen a team forming for the first time in the Scrims, so it's quite interesting. I remember Team Rocket being one of the teams that made their appearance first in Scrims, and since then they are one of the, I think, better tier 2 teams in India at least. I think Team Liquidy also made their appearance quite often in Scrims, and now they're definitely up to those top 4 spots in the Community Cup so far. I think a couple of times already. I think they made second place at some point, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, they were quite high up in the Community Cup, so definitely worth showing off in Scrims and giving the best against other teams from India, just to show where you have to improve. Anyway.
Yeah, especially if you want to find teammates, link in the description, Discord groups there, you can join RLI. A lot of people have found others here, teammates, and formed great teams here. So if you want to check it out, it's there in the bio.
Exactly, but it looks like we're starting with our last scrim for the day. Roster 10 versus Lost and Found. PS4 players by the looks of it. They're still missing Jacobs, who's hopefully finding his way in. There we go. Oh, he has a 400 ping. Wow, probably not the best thing for me to play with, but it doesn't matter. They're still starting off. Solid Candy versus Meresk. You wanted to take it away from now?
Yeah, now Jacobs getting the ball off to the side. Marshall getting the ball straight back in, and it's just off target. Now Marshall looking for the shot. Kind of a weak shot coming from him. Rushil now to challenge Mieres. Now Rushil following the ball, but Marshall is already there in position. Passes it to Mieres, pops it over Jacobs. Jacobs are having some trouble with that 360 ping, I believe. Now Mieres going for that 50-50. And he gets bumped out of the way. So, Solid Candy is his name.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Marshall deciding to put it into the corner of Lost and Found. Paradox with a dreadful clear, but Jacobs with the 400 ping not able to connect to that ball. Solid Candy has to get to it. Puts it into the corner, but gets challenged by Marisk right away. Rushil not finding that clear that he was looking for. He's relying on Jacobs to put it out in the net, but Roster 10 is doing a good job of keeping it in the half Lost and Found. Rushil finally getting it out, but Marisk already in the midfield, quite early on the contest. There is an opportunity, but he puts it onto the backboard. That should have been a goal for Roster 10, but unfortunately accuracy wasn't on the side of Marisk. Now Roster Found has some time to build up an attack. Can they do it? Rushil just hitting the ball into the corner. Marshall, no problem for him to pick that ball up. Can he make it happen? No, he's also missing, and Jacobs picking up the ball. Good attempt from him, but Paradox just clears that out. Back to Rushil, onto the backboard. Can he make that double touch happen? He's going up, but he's barely missing it. Solid Candy not getting the shot onto target as well.
Yeah, Mieres now in position, hitting it into the corner. Rushil waiting for the ball, for the clear, getting it, but it goes past as Paradox comes rushing in and gets that first goal for Roster 10.
Yeah, that was Rushil with a dreadful clear. You never want to clear it into the midfield. Paradox really has to tap that one in. That one touch from Rushil, I think, beat both of his teammates too. Oh, Jacobs now being AFK on the kickoff. Apparently he has some major connection issues. That's a bit unfortunate for Lost and Found. He's back once again. Rushil, good high clear into the midfield. Even gets enough time to come back and help him out. Jacobs is there. Follows up the shot from Rushil. Tries to get that block going. Paradox missing the ball twice there. That enables Solid Candy for a pass by, but Marshall has an eye out on the ball. Gets that double touch. Gets that good pop into the midfield. Paradox with a great shot. That was a good play from Roster 10. Completely and disabling the defense there with a simple 1-2 touch.
Yeah, Paradox now getting Roster 10 on his back with 2 goals already on the board with 2 minutes 33 seconds remaining. Lost and Found not quite able to do anything as of yet. Roster 10 playing well compared to Lost and Found. Now Jacob winning that kickoff with that 360 ping. Hats off to him as he gets that first goal for Lost and Found.
Yeah, and that was Paradox completely whiffing that shot. Jacobs was ready, and Marshall was not ready at all, redirecting it into the goal. I mean, that was plain center there from Jacobs, but the sheer speed of that ball was enough. So it was a potential comeback for Lost and Found. They're still struggling in front of the net quite a lot. Marshall deciding to go back here. Goes all the way back to the line, giving Rushil the opportunity to make something happen there, but he's just putting it towards Maresk. Jacobs missing that ball there. That bounces straight into the midfield. Rushil has to get to it, but Paradox gets that one touch. Marshall comes in and finishes the play. 3-1 for Roster 10.
Yeah, Lost and Found is not playing as fast as Roster 10 right here, and Roster 10 is just capitalizing on that. Just playing a slightly bit faster than Lost and Found. Getting past the teammates, and also Jacobs is having a disadvantage in spin. Not looking too good for Lost and Found, but if Jacobs can bring back that goal that he made with the 360 ping, maybe there's a chance for Lost and Found. But now the ball just up in the air. Paradox looking for that pass. Nobody quite coming in for the shot, and that is an easy clear for Rushil.
Yeah, I just want to pick up what you said. I mean, Jacobs, until this point, has been the top scorer, the man with the most points on the scoreboard. But Rushil, with a good contest there after Maris completely whiffed that ball, as well as Paradox getting that Second goal for Lost and Found. They're still down 1 goal. They still have 1 minute and 30 seconds to work with. But again, Roster 10 with the aggression. Paradox looking for his teammate Mares there, almost connecting to that pass. That was close, but unfortunately not good enough. Marshall, good cheat up there from him, getting that early touch. Maresk flying past the ball once again. Marshall trying to close out that angle, but it doesn't work. Solid Candy almost getting that shot onto the net as well. Like, is an open net for Roster 10 at the moment, but Lost and found a way to resolve the situation. Solid Candy now looking for Russell there in the corner. Can he get that touch? Can he make it happen? Oh, he's flying past it. Marshall missing it, but Paradox is finally there. Still, it's center. Solid Candy with a solid shot, but Marshall with yet another save. It's his first save of the match so far. They finally found a way to put it into the half of Lost and Found, but it bounces straight back.
Yeah,
Oh.
with 35 seconds remaining, lost gold right here. Otherwise, the first game is going to go to Roster 10. Now the ball going up in the air. Mires with that shot, and it's going to be 4-2. And I think it's going to go to Roster 10. As the plays that we've seen coming from Lost and Found, it doesn't seem too likely that they're going to come back from this.
I mean, with a 3-2 scoreline, I would probably not call Lost and Found out. But now that we've seen them, let's see Roster 10 yet again score another goal, it's fairly sure to say that they might be losing that one. Jacobs almost with an own goal after he completely whiffed the kickoff, probably due to connection issues yet again. 10 seconds left on the clock. Marshall probably just interested in keeping a ball up in the half of Lost and Found. They're not going to let that one go, surely. 4 seconds left on the clock. Still possession of Roster 10. The ball would just drop to the ground. And here we go. Roster 10 taking away the first game.
Yeah, you can see that Roster 10 is just a little bit mechanically more skilled than Roster 10 is a little mechanically skilled than Lost and Found, and they have a disadvantage with Jacob with bad pings, and they're not quite able to contest Roster 10 as well as they expected, only getting a goal when they make a mistake. But we can see if they can turn around the game for the better in the second game.
Yeah, and other as the Community Cups, we should probably also mention that RL India scrims are open to the overall Asia community. I think from Lost and Found, only Rushiel is the only Indian. And the other 2 people are just of the community. So interesting to see that other players come in to show just to mess themselves with Indian teams. Good to see that Roster 10 though gets ahead here. Anyway, looks like Lost and found their way back into the server, which is great. Did they?
I think.
Yeah, there they go.
Yeah, they're back.
So hopefully the ping situation has been resolved for them. We will see what ping Jacobs gets if he joins.
My guess is 360 again.
Yeah, probably.
It is 360. Cyrix is not going to be... what's the word?
In favor.
Yeah, in favor of Jacobs. Paradox now with the pop. Mieres looking for that shot, but Solid Candy getting that clear into Rosterton's corner. Rushil missing that shot. Marshall winning that 50-50. Mieres now in a good position for a pass, but Rushil comes rushing in and demos Mieres. Solid Candy with the defensive clear. Again with the second clear. Paradox had an opportunity right there. Now Jacobs and Rushil both going for the ball. Rushil looking for the freestyle. I don't think he should quite do that as of now and just go for the goals. But great pressure coming from Lost and Found in this first game. But as I say that, the cast is cursed.
And Jacob is gone. Probably, I don't know if that was a rage quit, not quite sure. But both Rushel and Jacobs both missing the ball there. And in case Jacobs rage quitted the game, I think it's fairly safe to say that we'll probably not play the entire match, because having a 2v3 for 4 minutes is definitely not good enough, but apparently it doesn't matter. Rushel somehow gets that gets that long shot there, and neither Paradox nor Maresk are able to save that one. So I'm just right now I'm just waiting for the moderator to tell us what is going on. Quite sure he's talking to those guys, or at least to Jacobs.
Yeah, now Rochelle with a pop-up, but Miras is able to get a clear. And Paradox looking for the connection, not quite able to get it. Marshall now dribbling it past, tries to get it past Solid Candy. Solid Candy now getting in position, looking for the pass, not quite able to get it. Miras with the save. Both players from Rosterton going up in the air. Marshall with a shot. Paradox had an opportunity to redirect it into the net, but isn't quite able to do that. Solid Candy now just trying to get past Rosterton. It is a 3v3 situation. I think Ace has joined the game. I don't know. Yeah, he's just asking Jacobs whether he's coming back. Don't know what is happening with him. Yeah.
Anyway, so for now it looks like Lost and Found, they're still holding onto the 2v3 situation. I don't know. Man, I don't want to cast another 2v3. This is just shit.
Yeah, but it is a 2v3 situation, and it is funny to see that Rosterton hasn't yet scored. Lost and Found keeping it strong. And I don't think any confirmation has come back yet. And also, I think Ace, if you're listening, PS4 players can't see what you're typing. I think you have to type the question. Yeah.
What is going on? Jacobs leaving the game might have been the best thing for Lost and Found for now. Russia with yet another long shot, hitting that perfect top right corner spot, and somehow Lost and Found taking the lead here in this game. Oh man. I mean, that's the second 2v3, so at this point I'll probably just we'll make it just a casual talk, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't wanna I don't wanna cast another 2v3.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can go for a solo class if you want.
Okay. Solid Candy now looking for the shot. It is still 2-1 to Lost and Found. It's quite funny to see that Rosterton is not able to get a goal on these two players. Again, Rochelle with that defense. Players from Rosterton not quite getting that shot on net. Not quite sure what's happening with them and the communication. Again, see Marshall hits Miresk out of the field. Yeah.
I mean, it would be quite embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite slow. I'm not sure how that even happens. How can Lost and Found have still the lead here? I mean, maybe Roster 10 is not taking that one too serious, but it looks like Lost and Found both being very strong. Solid Candy with an open net shot, but that is too slow. Maresk easily picking up the clear there. And the man of the match so far, Rashil with another long shot. Marshall getting that one to the side. But man, it's just 1 minute left. Maybe Lost and Found can make it.
Yeah, I was gonna offer to join in Lost and Found, but just as a joke. But it seems like Lost and Found is doing pretty good on their own 2v3. Easy game for them again.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there.
Oh, Maresk, that has to be a goal. How can Lost and Found make a backwards rotation when both the players were up? I don't know, man. This is just what a gong show, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if we should call this Rocket League or Comedy Night with Flame and Cryptic Zane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this will be the last game as well. Like, Lost and Found probably winning a 2v3. This is ridiculous. Roster 10, they're not making it. I can't believe that they just lost the 2v3 with over 3 minutes left on the clock. And that is in fact going to be Lost and Found battling their way through to a 2-1 game for them. So, nice to see that they had the encouragement to go through this. Kudos to them. But it is going to be, I think, the last game for today. I don't see their teammate coming back
I
from
think we
this.
are
So
stopping
message
today.
them on Discord. Anyway, it's a bit unfortunate that it has to end like this. But again, I think we'll just close the stream here. Thanks to you, Cryptic. You've done an alright job. No, more than an alright job. I've already told you in the break. This guy has been improving quite a lot. So I hope you guys are excited to see some Indian talent developing and getting better in the future. My name, obviously, to the newer people in the community, Flying Bastard Official Rocket League India caster. Huge shout out to Mike Deacon as well for being our today's streamer and showing us some really fancy animation and artwork overall, improving in this aspect as well. And huge shout out to Ace for being our moderator for today. And also a huge shout out for you guys for still staying with us. I mean, 12 people were witnessing this gong show of a game.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know how
nice
you
to
sat through, but GG's to you, you know?
yeah,
Because that was
obviously.
absolutely funny.
Yeah. So this is it for today, I guess. Thanks for coming by. In case you haven't done it, drop a follow for Rocket League India. In case you haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure you type !Discord or look into the panel down below. You'll find the Discord link right there. Also, subscribe, share, follow, whatever. Just get us out of here. And I think that's it for today. So see you guys.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.